Hello, my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a general tarot card reading. It's designed for anyone who has Capricorn as their sun, moon or rising sign. This has been recorded just after the new moon in July. However, we're all on different timelines, so if this pops up on your feed another time, then maybe there's a reason that you are being drawn to it. I only take cards that jump out at me, and I tend to not read reversals. However, saying that, sometimes when they come out, then I do keep them as they are. Just depends on what I feel Spirit are telling me that I should be doing. So we've got the High Priestess, the Lovers, the underlying energy is the Six of Swords, we've got the Three of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and we have the Tower card. Now, I should say that if you are watching this around the start of July, early July, then from a planetary point of view, there is an awful lot of planetary activity going on. We've got Saturn and Neptune are going retrograde, and that means that you are potentially, I think that this is a time for everybody when you are assessing what you're doing. You are being the planets are trying to get you into a point where you are looking deeply at your life and why you're doing what you're doing. It is also going to make changes for you, whether you like them or not, and the outcome is going to be for your benefit. But this is quite a heavy month for potential things that might happen which are out with your control. So if there are things that you're not sure about, that whether you should be keeping them in your life, the recommendation is to perhaps do something about it and make it happen within your control, rather than, we do have the Tower card here, rather than the planets and the universe doing it for you, because it will be better. It doesn't mean that it's going to be something massive, but what it does mean is that this is a time for reassessment, and we've just had a new moon. We're going into the second half of the year, whether that being going into, dare I say, winter, as we are in the Northern Hemisphere, or going back towards summer, as we are in the Southern Hemisphere. So this is very much about reflection and about assessing what you have and whether it is worthwhile, whether it's serving you or not. And if it's not, then you either need to get rid of it, or potentially something might happen instead. So I'm just clarifying these. So Capricorn, the underlying energy, we have the Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups, and then we have the High Priestess with the Ace of Wands, the Lovers and the Eight of Cups, the Three of Wands with the Two of Wands, the Nine of Cups and the Page of Swords, and the Tower and the Moon. What have we got? Two major arcana together, two more major arcana here. The underlying energy is you moving away from a difficult time. You also have the Seven of Cups, which is about choosing wisely, or perhaps having too many options to choose from. You've got the 1, 2 and 3 of Wands. What other swords have you got? You've got the Page and the 6 of Swords. And the rest are major arcana. 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. The High Priestess is about trusting in the universe, trusting in yourself, your own beliefs that the choices that you're making are correct ones. And the Ace of Wands is about new opportunities. It can be an idea that you've got. I apologise if you can hear my dog snoring in the background. She's very noisy. It's again, the Ace of Wands is about having inspiration. It's about the potential that there is something new coming in for you. Perhaps this is something that you're manifesting. Perhaps something that you are wanting in your life, and you know you're almost wishing that it will happen. You have the Lovers and the 8 of Cups. The Lovers doesn't have to be about love in a relationship. It can be friendships. It can be the love of something. The 8 of Cups is that you are happy with, you're content with what you have from a happiness point of view, but you feel or believe that you deserve more, that something just isn't giving you enough of what you want. Now, the underlying energy here is we've got the 6 of Cups, remember. So this might be that you feel as though you've got other options available to you. And you're choosing to walk away from whatever this situation is because you do think that you have other options. If you look at the cards, yes, some of them are better options. You know, you've got a castle here, you've got a laurel wreath, you've also got a snake, and you've also got a dragon, and you've also got somebody wearing a shroud. So all these cups aren't necessarily what they seem. Then you have the 3 of Wands with the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands did, I noticed, come upside down. The 2 of Wands is you having 2 decisions to make. And the 3 of Wands is about you having made the decision and you preparing to embark on that new journey. This might be this that's coming in. You might be working hard. This might be you, the High Priestess, studying, in this instance, surfing. And you've made your decision, and this is this 3rd wand, and this is what you're learning to do. The 9 of Cups, we have the Page of Swords. The 9 of Cups, you know, I didn't actually say that. So we've got the 7, 8 and the 9. The 9 of Cups is about having everything that you want. 9 is actually being at the point where you have what you want. 10 is you sort of reach the end point of that, because after that you go back to 0 and everything starts again. So with the Nine of Cups is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, pages are messengers. Pages are those, it can be a person in your life. They're typically quite young people, quite immature people. And this can be this is about wanting new ideas. Maybe it's a curiosity that you've got. He's looking that way, which means that he's looking into the future. The Three of Wands, you can see they're looking into the future as well. The only other sword card you have is the Six of Swords. Sometimes the Page of Swords is based on the fact that he is wielding this sword, and this is the swords of emotions. And he's looking into the future, but he's also got his sword raised as though he's being a wee bit defensive about things. Again, I speak about all of these just as the energies and the genders are on the cards. It doesn't mean, you know, if I'm talking about a man or a boy, it can be a woman, it can be anybody of any gender or however they feel themselves represented in the world. So let's come back to that. And you have the Tower and the Moon. The moon is sometimes something which you can't see. It can also sometimes be something where you are, it can be something which is keeping you awake at night. Those things that when we're asleep, we suddenly start thinking about because we've kept them down during the day because we've been busy and distracted. With the Tower and the Moon together, they're both major arcana cards. I do feel as though there's something that you aren't aware of here, which could potentially be this Tower moment. Sometimes this is about facing your fears as well. And perhaps if you do face your fears, then something is going to happen for you. Maybe you have to face your fears because otherwise you're not going to get onto this path of moving away from whatever it is that you either have or are wanting to walk away from to get to this new opportunity. Perhaps it's saying if you don't face your fears, then something is going to face those fears for you. But I think you have to be sensible because you do have this card here where you're over romanticizing about something. Could this be that you feel as though the situation that you're in here, you're feeling that it isn't enough, but is it? Are you seeing this clearly? Or are you just romanticizing about the fact that you have these extra cups here and you think that they are easily attainable? Do you feel if you walk away from this and you start this new opportunity that you're going to get to the Nine of Cups? I don't know, because the Page of Swords, I think, is saying, you just have to be careful here, because whatever this potential new opportunity is, where you think you're going to be happier, I do wonder as to whether this is actually something that is going to make you happier. Are you moving away from a situation or thinking about moving away from a situation which isn't going to be any better? because you are happy here. There is happiness and contentment here with whatever this situation is. I just wonder, because you've got the Tower and the Moon, as to maybe you're not speaking up about something, which could still get you to the Nine of Cups. Maybe you don't have to walk away from this. You can still do this new idea and this new opportunity without having to walk away. And then maybe the Tower, if you face your fears, won't happen. I think you just have to be careful, Capricorn, as to the decisions that you're making, and be absolutely sure as to why you are making them. That the grass isn't greener when, particularly because of the Seven of Cups there, that you might be thinking it is, and actually it isn't. I want to do you a Spirit Message Oracle card. Let's see as to whether this ties in the reading. You know, we're all on different timelines, as I said. Energy is very turbulent at the moment. So the Oracle card that we have is Stand Your Ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so you will be the victor. Now, perhaps when I'm saying that this is a card where you need to face your fears, perhaps you don't, you can be, you know, you have to stand up, and perhaps this is the bit which is where you need to stand up and stand your ground. It says, you know, now you have to do it. You know you can do it, and know that by doing so you will be the victor. Now, this isn't about winning. This is about you having what's best for you. And if it is about facing your fears and standing your ground in whatever this relationship is, where you're feeling like you want to walk away, I think you just need to see things. I think you need to be the high priestess a bit more. Sit there and focus on whether you're seeing things for what they are. If you need to speak up, then speak up. But just tread carefully, particularly with the planets as they are at the moment. I hope that that's helped. As I said, some of these things won't resonate with everybody. You can also check out your moon and your rising sign, should you know what they are. If you're born at night, sometimes your moon sign actually resonates more than your sun sign. But Capricorn, thank you for getting to the end with me. And if you like and subscribe, I would really appreciate that too. And I will speak to you again soon. Bye.